Hi guys, Barbara here. We are now going to do our second recording, our little second session for something for you guys to be able to make at home. So we decided we were going to do something a bit fun and we're going to do little emojis. So in the kit that you would have got, this is the little one with the little glasses. Then we have a keychain with the little guy with the hearts, and then we have a magnet, and this is the little guy with the sunglasses. So we're doing all three because in the kits, when you order them online, www.clayrazy.co.uk, hashtag just saying, when you order these online, you will get these little accessories in the packs. You'll get magnets, you'll get keychains, and you'll get little badge backs. Okay, so we've got our magnet, our keychain, and our badge back. So we are going to make one of each today so that you know how to make these and how to use your little accessories. No point in getting them and not being able to use them. So I hope you are all keeping well. This is day one for you guys off school today. I'm sure you are excited, but yet you still have to do schoolwork. So we are going to get started, and what we're going to do is we're going to use some yellow clay. So the four colours, we're going to use four colours today. We're going to use black, red, white, and of course yellow. Small amounts, as I've said before, guys. So I'm going to crack on, try not to do as much talking as I did the last time, okay, but I do like to talk, so forgive me if I forget myself. I'm going to make these guys a little bit bigger, okay, just so that you can see what we're doing today. But as you can see, these wee guys are quite small. So this is the little keychain here, okay? So again, small amount of clay goes a long way, but I'm going to make them slightly bigger just so that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to take some yellow clay out of the pot, and again, you can make them as small or as big as you want, but for the sake of the keychain, guys, you want to make it small enough. This would be about the size of a 50p piece, okay? You don't want to make it too big or it might just fall right off the keychain, okay? So not too big, but then not too small either. So I'm going to take a portion of clay. I'm going to stretch that out. I'm going to make it slightly bigger because I want you to be able to see what we're doing here. So stretch and fold, as you know, stretch and fold, okay? Guys, we're going to roll a sausage shape. If you've got long sleeves, pull your sleeves up, roll a sausage, and we're going to cut that into 3 pieces, and we're going to roll 3 ball shapes. Now today, guys, back visiting us is our educational correspondent. Hey Lucy.
Hi.
Hey. So Lucy cannot wait to come and give us some facts about emojis. Okay, so we'll have her in a few minutes. Okay, so probably all looking forward to seeing her. So let's see, 3 ball shapes, guys. Okay, now they're not exactly the same size, but don't worry about that. They're almost. So we've got our keychain, we've got our badge back, and we've got our magnet. Okay, to attach this to the magnet, what you want to do is bring your magnet forward. Now, I did have a comment from a customer who's also a friend to say that whenever they made the ladybird, they put it on a magnet and then they stuck it to the fridge. The magnet stayed, but the ladybird didn't. So, we're not going to mention any names, Mark. But I'm going to show you what to do so that that doesn't happen, okay? So we're going to start with the magnet. So here's the magnet. Set it in front of you guys. Take the ball shape. Set it right on top of the magnet, right in the middle, okay? And then with your high 5 hands, okay, fingers together, hand nice and straight, in the middle here, in the palm of your hand, you're going to cover the ball and you're going to press down so that that covers the whole magnet. Again, this is a wee bit bigger. I'm making these a wee bit bigger just so you can see them. Okay, so there we go. It's covered the magnet. I'm not going to touch that, okay? Because what we want is the clay to stick around the magnet, okay? So if you keep moving it and looking at it and lifting it, what's going to happen is that magnet's going to move and it just will eventually fall out. So that's not what you want to do. So this is our magnet. So we're going to start with it and we're doing the little sunglasses guy with it, okay? So here he is. I'm just going to set it out of the way. In our safe place, boys and girls, do you remember that? In our safe place. And we're going to move on to our little badge back, okay? So, of course, you want to keep the little fix, what would you say, that fitting, the pin to the outside, okay? So, what we're going to do here is set the badge to one side, take your hand, press down and flatten your yellow clay to the size that you want. Then lift that up, set it into the palm of your hand, and on the back of this, guys, hold the badge back by the pin, and then very gently, this is sitting into the palm of your hand, very gently you're going to push that little pin in to the back and then let go. It should stay. So again, guys, just leave it, just let it be, okay? Don't keep picking at it and moving it, or the badge will come out. So what we're going to do, we're also going to set this into our safe place. Haven't touched the magnet, Mark. So there we go. So now we're going to move on and we're going to do our keychain. So what we want to do here is similar to the badge, okay? We are going to bring the ball forward, high five hand, press down and flatten that to the size that you want, thereabouts. Okay, now we're going to take a little piece of yellow clay, just a pinch, okay, just a pinch of clay. Always stretch and fold, even though it's a small amount of clay, just stretch and fold anyway, okay? So we stretch and fold, roll a ball. Now, what I want you to do is to take this piece of clay, put it into the palm of your hand, just like you did with the badge back. You're going to take, there's a little arrow on these keychains, okay? You're going to take that little arrow and very, very gently, you're going to push it into the back of the clay. So you're sort of sliding that in so that the arrow goes into, the clay. Then we are going to take our piece of yellow and we're going to set it on top of that join and then press down to cover the join. Okay, so that's just like a little double barrier to prevent that from falling out. So now we have our 3 little emoji badges, magnets and keychains. Okay, so we are going to start with our magnet. Okay, so we're going to do the little sunglasses guy first. We'll want to have some black clay, and I want you to take out some clay and stretch it and fold it. Now, what I want you to do is roll some clay, again, dependent on the size that you're making. I'm going to take 2 pieces of black clay, about the size of a large pea. Okay. So we want to have 2 of those, thereabouts. Again, if you're using smaller amounts of clay, you can use a smaller amount of black. Pop whatever you're not using back into the tub, keep it upside down, and then we are going to flatten these. Now guys, if you've got our sets that have the little tubs in it, you'll have received lids obviously, so you can use your lid to flatten these. So you just press down with your lid, flatten those 2 little bits of black clay, and you want those to be about the same size. Okay, then we're going to take those and we're just going to fold them in half, literally just fold it in half. Okay, don't squeeze it and poke at it, just fold it in half. Do one, then do the other.
Looks a bit like a taco.
Looks a bit like a taco, Lucy. I mean, who doesn't love tacos?
Exactly.
This is it. Okay, so whenever you've folded those in half, what you can do is using the lid of your tub, give them a wee squelch, just a tiny little amount. You don't want to squeeze them out of shape. And then guys, we're just going to touch those together so that they actually look like your little sunglasses. Okay, so just touch them side by side, and then we're going to pop these on to our little emoji guy. So just bring him forward and just down from the top. You don't want to bring it down too far. Okay, leave a little bit of room at the top. Set those on, give them a little push down, This is him so far. Okay, now we want a little shine in those eyes, in those sunglasses, so that it looks a bit more authentic. Okay, so take a tiny little pinch of white, tiny little pinch of white. If you can stretch and fold that, then happy days. Okay, and you're going to roll the thinnest of sausages, really thin, and then taking your little knife, we're going to cut that in half so that we have 2 pieces of clay. Okay. And then what you can do is roll 2 ball shapes. And I'm just holding this wee magnet in my hand nice and gently, trying not to fiddle with it too much. And then with those 2 little white balls, just roll a little thin sausage. You don't want it to be wider than the glasses, okay? Little thin sausage, touch and lift, and then just pop it onto the top of each of the sides of your sunglasses. And that creates your little shine in your glasses. So all he needs now is a wee smiley mouth, because he's a smiley happy guy. So what we're going to do is give it a wee stretch and fold, take the tiniest pinch of black again, okay, and we are going to stretch and fold, and we're going to roll a little sausage shape, okay. So I think maybe I have too much clay here, so I'm just going to simply take a pinch away, pop it back in the tub, and then a little sausage, and you can give him a lovely smiley mouth. So just take the little sausage, curl up the 2 ends, give him a lovely smiley wee mouth, or you can give him a little grin if he's a bit of a cheeky guy. So little grin there. Okay, so there we have our little sunglasses emoji guy on a magnet that's not going to fall out. Okay, so we're going to do another one before we ask our educational correspondent, who's busting to get round here, to come and give us our facts. So now we're going to move on to the little hearts guy, okay, the wee little hearts face. Again, it's really quite simple, and tiny amounts of clay, guys. So what you're going to do, bring your little keychain forward, and we're going to get some red clay. Now, again, 2 teeny tiny little bits of red, about the size of a small pea. Gonna go garden variety this time. So stretch and fold your clay. And then we're going to roll 2 little ball shapes, 2 little small pea shapes. Guys, if you decide that you want to have them smaller than that, you can make them smaller than that. So whatever clay I'm not using, I'm going to pop back in the pot, turn it upside down, and we're left here with 2 little ball shapes, okay? So 2 ball shapes. Now, guys, we're going to make a droplet. Anybody that does the after school clubs, they will know what a droplet is, okay? Like a teardrop or a water drop. So that's what we're going to make. So what you need to do is take your finger, Peter Pointer, and put it to the side of the ball, and we're going to roll forward and back until we get a little point on one side, just like a teardrop, and then we're going to do the same with the other. So Peter Pointer to one side, forward and back just a few times to make our little teardrop. Again, you can use your lid and you can flatten these down. Set your lid on top, press down nice and gently. You don't want to flatten it too much, and then down with the other one, okay? And you want these to be about the same size. So guys, we have 2 little flattened teardrops. What we're going to do, we're going to lift those up and hold it so that the rounded part is sitting outside your fingers, and we're just going to take our little knife or our little tool, and we're going to create a little line in the middle, and this is going to be the top of our heart. So simply take your tool and just push down in and wiggle it from side to side to open your heart. Okay, and I'm going to just pop that on there so that you can see. So that's your heart. Okay, and we're going to do the same with the other one. So hold it at the side so that the rounded part is sitting outside your fingers. Take your tool, push in, give it a wiggle, and there you've got your heart. Now, we're going to pop these straight on. They sit at an angle, so just pop those onto your emoji and press down very gently, and there's the start of it. Okay, again, this has a little shine in the 2 corners, so teeny tiny little piece of white clay. You're going to divide that into 2 pieces. So roll a sausage, cut it in half, roll 2 ball shapes, make those into 2 teeny tiny little sausages. They're too big, so I'm going to put this little bit back in. I'm going to cut this bit in half because I'm a wee bit OCD, and roll these 2 into 2 little ball shapes, 2 tiny little sausages, and then into the corner of the red. Okay, into the 2 far corners of the eyes. Brilliant. Okay, again, all he needs is a lovely smile. Happy smiley people. Okay, so tiny little bit of black, about the size of a million sweet, guys. Stretch it out, fold it back, roll a ball, and we're going to make a double droplet this time. So how we do that, same thing as we did for the heart. We're going to take Peter Pointer, put it to one side of the ball, roll forward and back, and you're going to create this little droplet shape. Turn it around the other side, and you're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So you have a point on both sides. Then you're going to take your lid or your thumb, don't need a lid, use your thumb, press down to flatten that a little bit, and this is going to be your lovely smiley mouth. So to make that a lovely smiley mouth, you've got this little bit of clay. So we're just going to pull the 2 sides up. So just using your pinchers, guys, just pinch on one side, bring it up, pinch on the other side, bring it up, and that should give you a lovely smiley mouth. And you can pop that on to your emoji. There we go. So that's number 2. So we're going to take a wee break now, and we're going to invite our educational correspondent to come and tell us some really, really interesting facts about emojis that really I didn't even know there were any, but here we go.
Hi folks, I'm here with some awesome facts for you. Hi Barbara.
Hi Lucy, how are you today?
I'm good. Say Barbara, would you have any opinions on emojis?
Oh, okay. No.
Nor do I. But do you know that in 2014, people were so passionate that there wasn't a hot dog emoji that they petitioned the White House? Crazy.
Crazy.
Since then, there is a hot dog emoji. Victory! Did you know that the emoji first made its debut in 1999? That's older than me.
That is older than you.
That is older than me.
Older than you.
They're ancient. And finally, on to the literature side of emojis. In 2009, a man named Fred Benninson started a project that translated the book Moby Dick into emojis. No words, just emojis.
A whole book?
A whole book.
A whole book.
In conclusion, people have too much time on their hands.
I do.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Lucy. But before you go, I think it's only fair that we get to see this lovely outfit. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye. Super brilliant facts. There you go, guys. Things that you didn't know about emojis. Take note, write them down, memorize them, or not. Okay, so we're going to finish our last one, which is this little guy. He's actually my favourite. There he is. Or her, whatever. So we're going to do this one. And it is the badge, so you can wear that with pride. Okay, so bring forward your little badge. And what we're going to do is the little eyes first, okay? So we're going to create the top of the glasses. We're making this as simple as we can. So first of all, we're going to have the straight line at the top. So take out some black clay, give it a good old stretch and fold. And you're going to need about the size of a small pea, okay? About the size of a small pea. Put the rest back in. Roll forward and back. Again, top tip, guys, you can use your lid. Make sure it's up the right way, and then just roll forward and back with your lid. And this can make a very perfect sausage. I have a wee bit too much clay there. I'm going to pinch a little bit away. Again, OCD. So let's roll that back up. Straight line is all you need. And you can actually keep it on your lid. Lift up your little pin and just pop that on. Okay. Just like this. Now guys, make sure before you put this first piece on, make sure your badge is lined up so that, you know, he's on straight, so that whenever you've finished your creation and you put it on your jumper, that he's not upside down or sideways. All right, okay, so we've got our straight line for the top of our glasses. Now what we're going to do is create the two curves. So simply two straight lines again. So take out some clay, again about the size of a pea, maybe just slightly more. Stretch and fold. You're going to roll a ball shape, then a sausage. Take your tool, cut it in half. Again, guys, if you need to pause at any time, go ahead. Roll two ball shapes. Take out all the imperfections. And then we're going to roll two sausages. And we want these to be the same size, okay? Same size. So line those up. And make sure you've got two sausages about the same size. These are going to be, they're actually the same size as the piece that we've already put on here, okay? So what we're going to do, hold your badge. You can just put this into the palm of your hand so that you're not actually touching the badge back so that it doesn't fall out. Okay, so hold it nice and steady, try not to squeeze at it. Take your first sausage and you're going to just simply touch that onto the middle of your glasses, okay? Bring it up to the side and there we have our first side of our glasses, okay? And then we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Touch that into the middle, bring it up round the side, okay? If it's too long, you can just simply take a piece off, take a pinch off, either with your fingers or with your tool. Okay. So we have our glasses. Right, so we need to have two little eyes now. So the two teeniest, tiniest little bits of clay. So just take a pinch of clay out of your pot, cut it in half, and roll two ball shapes. Smaller the better, guys. Okay, two little ball shapes. What you can do is just lick your finger, touch the black ball shape, it'll stick to your finger, and then just very gently pop that in to the inside of your glasses. Okay, that wee one has stuck inside. But there we go, we'll get over that. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to take another piece of clay and we're going to finish the smile on this guy. So take a small piece of black clay, stretch and fold. Roll a ball shape. And the exact same smile as we did for the hearts emoji, we are going to roll this into a double droplet. So forward and back on one side, forward and back on the other side, so that you have your double droplet. Then you can take your lid or you can use your thumb and you can flatten that down a little bit. Okay, and then bring up the two sides with your pinchers. So I'll just show you what that looks like. So your double droplet, you've flattened it down and then you've brought up the two sides for a little smile. Okay, and so that's what it looks like before you pop that on. And then we're going to pop that on to our little emoji. And then as you can see on this wee guy here, he has two little teeth. So again, tiniest little bit of white out of the tub. give it a wee stretch and fold. You take a slightly bigger piece out and stretch and fold it, and then take from it what you need, because you really only need 2 tiny little pieces of clay here. So I'm going to pinch half of that and put it back in, and then I'm going to roll a sausage, cut it in half, because we need 2 teeth. Roll 2 little ball shapes, 2 tiny little sausages, and just touch those together to make us 2 little teeth. And again, you can lick your finger, touch those, and then pop those onto the front of his mouth. Just like that. Press them down. And there we have our little glasses emoji, and he's a little badge pin. Guys, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed that, and if you have any finished pieces, get some photos of them, send them through to our Facebook page, and we'll share them with the world. Okay, thank you, and I'll see you soon.